So Audi Crooks was probably the biggest name in women's college basketball this past season. If you look at viewership, people were obviously very excited about Audi Crooks. Everything about her as it was just a dominant player. And look, to be honest, like she was absolutely destroying the competition. She was dropping 40 points a game, 40-point games. She was scoring 32 in 28 minutes. She was a dominant force in college basketball, and there's no question about that. However, it seems as though Audi Crooks could be transferring out of Iowa State. I say that because apparently everybody is transferring out of Iowa State. Apparently Iowa State are losing basically their entire team. It's not like they're going to be okay. They'll be okay. They're going to get some players to build around Audi Crooks. Apparently they're all gone. So if you've been looking at like Talia Goodman's page, it's just one Iowa State player transfers, another Iowa State. This is Notre Dame 2.0. I think, as far as I'm aware, they've lost. They're down to 6 returning seniors and 1 incoming freshman. So they've got 7 players returning right now. But right before all these transfers started happening, there was a post on Reddit, and someone commented, Iowa State are losing 12 players to the portal. 12 players said to the coach they don't want to play, that they're leaving in the portal. And the source was like, I know a player on the team. And normally I wouldn't care too much about those sources. But like, there's this really weird phenomenon in women's basketball that Reddit fucking threads are the best sources for things. Twitter, like this is where you find the news. This is mad. This is absolutely mad. Like, it's not whatever but the insiders. It's some dumbass on a burner, or not even dumbass on a burner. It's some dude on a burner posting, oh, I'm friends with someone on the team and they said they're all leaving. And like, half the time it's right. Because at least like most time on the men's side, there is, when it comes to pros, which these players are pros. These players are pros. And if nothing else, on the men's side, a lot of them are like, oh, I can't really say anything, because we have to keep things quite secret, obviously being pros and all. But you've got then in the women's side, people obviously telling their friends, and word gets out very quick. Word gets out very quick about a lot of things. Heck, we've seen, maybe it just gets spread quicker, but like we've seen players going to players' parents going to coaches, players' parents being bigger than being the main show in some players' cases. But Audi Crooks leaving Iowa State would be such an interesting situation. And it's funny, people are like, oh, she should go to Iowa. Why would she go to Iowa? Like, she's worse than Ava Hayden. Like, Iowa have a sophomore underclassman, future All-American, who plays basically in the same spot of the floor as Audi Crooks. Both Audi Crooks and Ava Hayden play in and around the basket. They are players that don't really operate from mid, but the difference is Ava Hayden is much taller, Ava Hayden is much more mobile, she runs the floor, and she's a much better defender. Audi Crooks is a more dominant interior scorer, but who projects to be the better player? Ava Hayden. Who are Iowa going to build around next year? Ava Hayden. And they're not going to bring in her to take McKenna Wilichko's minutes. However, I'll talk a little bit about it later. Like Addie Brown. If Iowa can somehow convince Addie Brown to come, they might actually be good enough next year to be a 2 seed and deserve to be a 2 seed. But I'm trying to think of like what team Audi Crooks could go to turn them like into contenders. I'm like, I assume that's what she's gonna do. Because if she transfers, if not, she's gonna stay and get her numbers up. Because at the end of the day, I assume she's looking to win a chip. She's looking to win a championship. Obviously, she comes from Iowa, so she might want to stay around there. But I'm just thinking, I'm like, where could Audi Crooks go and be like? You need a team of people that will kind of make up for her on defense a little bit. You need almost shooting bigs, some athletes around her, and players that will get the ball to her. Like Addie Brown was the perfect player. Like there was no better player to have on a team with Audi Crooks than Addie Brown. Addie Brown did a lot of the little things that Audi Crooks didn't do, and was the best passer, was the best entry passing big, or best entry passing player I saw, honestly, in college last year. So you've got, obviously, Addie Brown on that team who's already said she's going to be transferring. I'll make an entire video about that one. But Audi Crooks, I'm trying to even think where to go. Like I assume, I'm trying to think of where would take her. Like, what national championship team does she go to and is a starter? Like, maybe Texas, because they want to win games in the 50s. Maybe. But, like, you can start attacking her on defense, but maybe Texas. LSU, no. South Carolina, no. South Carolina already, like, if she goes to South Carolina, I don't think she makes the rotation. Like, that is the big rotation for South Carolina next year. They have freaking Ashlyn Watkins, Chloe Kitts coming back. Both of them coming back. And Alicia Turner-Bize. And maybe O'Cock coming back. And Joyce Edwards. Like, there's no way in hell Audi Crooks would even make the rotation, whether or not O'Cock comes back on that team. I'm trying to think who again could win. Would UConn suit? Probably not, but I don't think Gino would say no. Player 18 minutes a game, I don't think Gino would say no. If she goes to Texas, maybe, but like, I don't see her being more than like a 20-minute game player. And you know what? Maybe go to UConn. Go to UConn and be a 15 point per game in 15 minutes player and win a national title and be the super effective. And if you can show you're a super effective, like, impact player for a Gino Auriemma system, the chance of you making the league does increase by quite a bit. So yeah, like, if I'm Audi Crooks, I'm not too opposed to doing that. That being said, like, at the end of the day, I don't know what scenario Audi Crooks goes into if she leaves, and this is all only speculation. This is all speculation. And this is the only reason I'm assuming this is because, again, her whole team is basically left. I don't see her pulling a Hannah Hidalgo. And she's going into her senior season. It's not like Hidalgo where Notre Dame are still, like, Notre Dame very well could make the Elite Eight anyway with her and whatever team they put together. Iowa State, even with their players, couldn't make the Elite Eight. Not only that, Iowa State with their players couldn't win a game in the tournament. They lost to Syracuse pretty badly, and Syracuse then went on to lose to UConn when they were down 50 in the first half. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think? I think the chance of her transferring is high. I would say in the 80% to 90% chance she transfers, because, I'm sorry, a Reddit post saying that they heard from the team that 12 of them are leaving, and then 24 hours later, half the team has already left. I would assume there's a lot of truth to that, and I would assume Audi Crooks is not one of the players that's staying. But if she does, and you know what, she wants to stay with Iowa State and she wants to try carry them in her senior year, fair play. Genuinely fair play. But I don't know if she'll be capable of doing that, because I don't know at the pro level if Audi Crooks putting up points on a bad team for another year is going to really help any sort of draft stock. Like, I think she projects to probably be a third rounder, and like, she's going to have to show that she can be on a legitimate winning team for me to even take her out with a second round pick at this point in time. But anyway, I'll see you guys.